Devil's River Rye Whiskey. This is the Wednesday Whiskey Review. What do you think? Label branding.
I love how classy and simple it is. And then, of course, they feature Devil's River. Obviously, you got to maintain that. Mm-hmm. Makes me happy inside. You know what I like? When I go to the store and then I see their label, their bottle semi stands out. However, the strip that's green on this, barrel strength that's red, or like a dark
brown, yeah.
Wow, nailed it. Brown, and then their small batch straight is red. Mm-hmm. That's what I like. I like that a lot because then that's what I key in on to pick up instead of like a label per se, like their logo or whatever. Yeah. Like that's what I'm looking for is that linear stripe. Mm-hmm. So I like that they do that. I'm going to give this, because it also dives into everything you need to know on their label, A++.
So the side of this says exceptionally pure water. That's what makes Devil's River Rye Whiskey the smooth small batch rye whiskey you enjoy today. Legendary Texas Ranger John Coffee Hayes named this powerful waterway the Devil's River in 1840.
Sure did.
And from his ingenuity, our namesake was born. The natural filtered limestone spring water is considered the purest water in Texas. The iron-free, sweet spring water is ideal for crafting an unrivaled Texas rye whiskey. Its purity unmasks all the delightful nuances we work tirelessly to emphasize in every sip. Here's to living a life that's never short of extraordinary. Devil's River Rye Whiskey. It says that on every single bottle, and I just love that. The ending to it, I love their explanation of it. I love that they touch on the unfiltered and just the purity of the limestone water, because you can 100% call that out. That's distinct for this. That isn't in any other bourbon.
No, it's very smooth.
That pureness of the water. So yeah, A++. All right, nose.
Nose, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Butterscotch and apple. That's what I'm getting on the nose.
Getting a lot of apple.
Which is so strange to me. For a rye whiskey, you don't normally pick up. Normally, it's the harshness of like the baking spice or the pepper, but the up front is that sweetness of the apple. A++ again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A++. What else are you getting? Are you getting
butterscotch and apple?
That's it.
That's all I'm getting on the nose.
Are you getting any oak? I'm getting some oak.
On the nose, really?
It's faint, but it's there. So I'm gonna write down oak and apple, and then butterscotch.
And like a salted caramel too.
Yes, that's a good call. That to me makes more sense than butterscotch.
Okay.
Okay. A++. Initial taste. This is where you pick up a lot of the apple. Mm-hmm. Some honey, little oil, which is standard.
But the initial taste, yeah, mostly honey, apple, and then I'm getting a little bit of that oak in the taste. The initial taste. But what's interesting with this...
Dude, there's almost like no hug.
I know, that's what I was just going to say. What's interesting with this, especially when you compare it to other ryes, is you're not getting blasted in the face with overwhelming rye notes in the beginning. It lingers, which is where you're picking up the rye in the ending note with the baking spice and the pepper. But up front, you're not getting any of that. It's so sweet.
There's a lot of fruit in here.
Which talks to the mash bill. I mean, remember, this is a rye solely based off of 2%. This is 51% rye. If it was 49% rye, this would not be a rye. So that's why we're not getting overwhelmingly rye notes to it.
No.
Is because it's majority of rye, but just by 2%.
Yeah.
Most ryes that we have are like 75, 60%. This is very, very low.
I'm getting a sweeter fruit.
Sweeter fruit?
Yeah. I'm going to go A++ in the initial taste.
Jesus. Was knocked down our microphone.
A++ check mark initial taste.
All right. So ending note.
You're getting like a... Not peach. What's that purple What's the purple one that is like a peach? Plum?
Plum, yeah.
I had a plum the other day.
So that's
Tasting
why
that
I'm thinking
again.
of it.
I'm probably totally off, but who cares? I like it.
Yeah, I don't taste plum. At the end, I just get a lot of baking spice and pepper, and like cracked black pepper at the end
Like
as it's going down.
end
and
of the initial taste or end of the ending note?
Ending of the ending note.
Ending of the ending note is pepper.
Yeah, and then
hear that.
it stays around because it's very. It seems to me pretty oily. I can feel it still in the roof of my mouth,
And the apple kind of lingers.
and the sweetness. I mean, this is a high corn too, so it's very sweet for a rye.
A++ check mark. This is super good.
Yeah, A++ check mark. This is why I remember in their review of the small batch, I said I can't rate it too high because I like their rye more.
And it's remarkably beautifully priced.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Because, dude, every time you walk into the place, you're like, I gotta buy it. Like, I might as well. I'm here.
It's hard to buy something else at that price point and at this flavor profile.
Especially at 90 proof, because a lot of people buy us like 80, 85 proof, that range. And when you get into 90, you kind of push the envelope of, are you going to get something that's way too high with like the ethanol impact of, straight to the face, or am I going to get something else? This is just super smooth.
This is a beautiful color too.
It's a nice amber. Oh, goodness.
All right, so ending note. Let's just round this out really quick.
A++ check mark.
A++ check mark with like
With
what?
apple,
the
pepper.
apple, pepper, and like baking. Are you getting any baking spice at all?
No, that was more up front than anything. Final rating. Give me that countdown, dude.
3, 2, 1.